Hello students, today we are going to start with the new concept, and that is control and coordination in animals. In last few lectures we were discussing about the control and coordination in plants. So how it was taking place, was it a complex phenomenon or it was a simple one? Now we are going to study and compare it with the control and coordination in animals as well. So in plants you learnt about that the movement in the plants that takes place either due to some tropic movements or it is induced due to some hormonal changes. Okay, and the type of hormones, how many types of hormones were there and what were their categories and all these things we learnt. But now we are going to study about control and coordination in animals. You know that animals, they are very complex designed organisms. Okay, why it is so, why they are considered as complex ones? Because of the characteristic feature that they have to depend on other things for food. Okay, they cannot synthesize food like plants in their body. So because of that the complexities arise. So in animals there are two kinds of control and coordination. Okay, two types of coordination takes place. What are they? It is nervous as well as the another one is known as chemical. Okay, one is nervous and the other one is chemical coordination. Now what does nervous coordination means? It includes all the nervous system. Okay, nervous system, and the another one is chemical coordination. Chemical coordination consists of hormones, while nervous system consists of neurons. Okay, neurons, or we also call nerves. But in lower animals, just like hydra, insects, the control, the coordination takes place only and only through nervous system. Okay, the coordination is occurring because of nervous system. While in higher animals like vertebrates, if you remember in 9th class you have learnt about vertebrates, that the animals which have vertebral column. Okay, so in vertebrates the coordination takes place through both nervous system as well as hormonal system. Okay, so in higher animals or the vertebrates, the nervous system as well as hormonal system is responsible for the coordination. So what is nervous system composed of? We are going to study about nervous system in detail as well as the hormonal system in detail. So what is the composition of nervous system? What is it made up of? The nervous system is composed of specialized cells that we call neurons, or also nerve cells. Okay, we call them neurons or nerve cells. Now these exercise control by sending electrical signals. Okay, how do they work? They keep on sending some electrical signals, and these signals are known as nerve impulse. Nerve impulse. Okay, the messages are sent in the form of the electrical signals, and these signals are known as nerve impulses. So it means that nervous system or nervous control is speedy. It occurs very fast. Like you touch something, you feel. Okay, if it has become hot, you are feeling at once, the skin is feeling it. Okay, so the nervous control is speedy and flexible. It is also flexible. See, I am using few words. The nervous system is, number one, speedy, means it occurs very speedily or rapidly. Okay, then it is also flexible, and third one, first one is speedy, then second one is flexible, and third one is localized. What do you mean by localized? What is the meaning of localized? Localized means that it remains to one particular area. Okay, if you are feeling in particular, if it is the electrical signal is sent to a particular organ, then it will be restricted to that organ only. Okay, so that's why we say that speedy, because it occurs very quickly, then it is flexible, then it is localized. Localized means that it will remain, or it will exist, or it is going to show influence in a particular area only, or part of the body only. Okay, while if we talk about hormones, hormones are the chemical substances, as we have learnt in the plants also, that hormones are the chemical substances which bring about control by sending some these chemical informations. Okay, and they are just like the characteristics speedy, they are slow. The hormonal action is slow. And what about another things? Like it is very slow, it diffuses very slowly to various parts of the body, and it means it is not localized. Okay, it is not localized, its effect will be seen in whole of the body. Okay, so this is how we can tell about the different phenomena that are going to take place for control in animals. Okay, so we have learned here nervous as well as chemical. Two types of control takes place in animals, and nervous consists of nervous system, which is made up of neurons or nerve cells which send nerve impulse, or these are electrical signals. While in chemical, they secrete hormones. Hormones are the chemical messengers which bring about a very slow changes, and they are not localized also. Okay, so the hormones, they diffuse from the part where they are being formed to various other parts. Means the site of action is different and the site of secretion is different. Besides this, this whole chemical control comes under a heading, we call it endocrine system. This is making endocrine system. Okay, so endocrine system, it consists of specialized glands. Okay, we call them endocrine glands, and these glands bring about control by sending chemical messengers called hormones. Okay, these endocrine system, I write here, is made up of endocrine glands, and these glands, they secrete the chemical messengers called hormones. Okay, they slowly diffuse from one part to the other part, and the action of the hormones is slow. So today we are going to start with the nervous system. First of all, we are going to discuss about nervous system. So control and coordination in animals is to be studied under two headings. What are they? One is nervous system, and the another one is endocrine system, okay, or hormonal system. So first of all, let us learn about nervous system. This concept is not new to you. You have earlier read in 8th class, then in 9th class also, and now it is part of 10th class also. And it's very, very important concept, often asked in the exam too. Now, see, nervous system, as we have learnt right now, it consists of neurons or nerve cells. Okay, so before starting, let us study about that. As we have learnt in just few minutes ago, I told you one statement that in lower organisms only nervous system is taking place, is controlling the and coordinating the organs. Okay, but in higher we have both. What are they? This nervous system as well as endocrine or hormonal system or chemical system. Okay, so what happens in some living organisms which are of simple body design. So let us learn something more, like except sponges. If you remember in 9th class, porifera, you learnt about sponges. All multicellular organisms, or I should say animals, possess simple or complex nervous system, except sponges. Only sponges are the organisms which do not have nervous system. Okay, so except sponges, all multicellular animals possess simple or complex nervous system. Okay, now in all these animals, nervous system is composed of nervous tissue. Nervous tissue. Okay, nervous system is made up of nervous tissue. Fine. Now these nervous tissue have some specialized cells and we call them neurons. They consist of neurons. Okay, we either call them neurons or nerve cells, Fine. Now these nerve cells, they respond to stimuli and coordinate animal activities. What do? They respond to the stimuli. Stimulus is singular and stimuli is plural. Stimuli. Okay, respond to the stimuli and coordinate animals' activities. Okay, so nervous system is made up of nervous tissue. Nervous tissue contains neurons or nerve cells, and these nerve cells, if you remember your 9th class, in that you have learnt about the chapter tissue, and over there you learnt about nervous tissue, okay, which is made up of nerve cell. So we are going to learn right now about that only. So neurons or nerve cells, they do what? They respond to the stimuli, whatever is taking place in the external environment of an organism. Okay, so they respond to the stimuli and then coordinate animals' activities. Fine. So this is just a sort of introduction that we are going to study. That this flow chart we are going to study in detail in the chapter. Okay. So I hope it is clear to everyone by now that what we are going to concentrate in this chapter about the control and coordination, how it takes place in animals. Okay, so you concentrate on this.